Halo is trying to make a comeback, but is it too little too late? Here's what's happening, everybody. 343 Industries is rebranding as Halo Studios and adopting the Unreal Engine 5 for all future Halo games. So we're getting rid of the slip space engine and has actually caused a ton of problems. And this is why it matters. The major shift aims to revitalize the Halo franchise by leveraging modern development tools to deliver high quality game experience. Now, this is big because so many things that kept Halo Infinite from being amazing is the engine. It is so cumbersome to work with. It is just outright mind-boggling that this piece of equipment, this piece of hardware, software, has been around, some parts of it, for 20 plus years. This is huge, and the Unreal Engine looks absolutely amazing. Some of these screenshots are just breathtaking to look at. I am in awe of what the Unreal Engine is going to look like. Now, some of the art kind of looks a little in my opinion. There's some things that definitely need to be brought, in, but a lot of it, like this, the flood stuff looks amazing. And with Unreal Engine 5 being the catalyst, being the engine that's going to drive Halo forward, that means development times are going to be so much faster. That's the problem that we had with Halo Infinite. It was so hard to develop on the slip space engine. 2, it actually could make Halo a possibility over on the PlayStation consoles, which still in my mind is kind of crazy, but that is going to be an awesome thing. But these, like, look at the Magnum. This looks like the Magnum from Halo Combat Evolved. The detail is absolutely stunning. And looking at the Elite, this is like versus like Halo Combat Evolved Master Chief right here. Looks so flipping good. But we've got some key points that I want you to take away from this. Halo Studios is working on several new Halo titles, emphasizing that they will release them when they're ready to ensure quality. I am still wondering about this because 343 hasn't had the best track record. Halo 4, not that great. Halo 5, really not good. Halo Infinite, probably their best showing, but still had a lot of problems with the long road for all of their seasons and kind of left people really not caring about Halo. But there have been some big leadership changes as well. There's been some internal restructuring, has brought in Pierre Heinz as studio head and Elizabeth Van Wyck in key roles following the departure of Bonnie Ross and Joseph Staten. This is some big stuff that is going on here. I am a huge Halo fan, and I'm curious where all of this is going to go. But some things that people that are, boots on the ground, art director Chris Matthews talked about this slip space limitations. He said some components of slip space are almost 25 years old. Can you imagine that? 25 years old. That is like trying to bring a horse and carriage to a NASCAR race. Like 25 years old in tech is crazy. 25 years old in any kind of workplace is really crazy to be continuing to work on that. So Unreal offers tools unavailable to us in slip space. This is Chris talking here, which would have taken huge amounts of times and resources to replicate. Studio head Pierre Heinz on the new focus says switching to Unreal Engine allows us to put all the focus on making multiple new experiences at the highest quality possible. So the bottom line here is by embracing Unreal Engine 5 and refocusing on quality, Halo Studio is set to usher in a new era for the franchise. Now, for me, as a fan, I don't know how I feel about this because Halo Infinite was supposed to be the new thing. I am glad to see 343 Microsoft still being driven to make Halo a huge part of their portfolio. It's the thing that brought them to the dance, really. And we are seeing also with Gears of War, they're making some new games as well. They're making E-Day, which I think is going to be awesome. But I don't know where this is going to take Halo. Like, what other games are we going to see? Are we going to see some more first-person shooters? Of course we are. Will we see a return to RTS games? Possibly. But what else could we see? Could we see some Elite games? You know, maybe something that's a little bit more story-driven. I kind of think about how God of War, the new version of God of War came out and has made that franchise totally different, but kept a lot of the core things, but just exaggerated the amazing storytelling. So I'm hoping something like that. Maybe we'll get something that Microsoft can rival what PlayStation is doing over on their consoles with storytelling. I know Halo is a multiplayer first game, but the story is so tied into what the fans want. So these are some exciting developments. I will 100% say that I don't fully have faith in 343. They have let go of so many people over the last few years, so many of the people that kind of helmed things that stayed over from the Bungie era, and just rebranding yourself as the Halo Studios doesn't make me feel, just like, oh man, I feel great. It doesn't matter what you call yourself if you can't deliver. So I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your opinions down in the comments below. Are you excited for where Halo is going to go? And let me know, what do you want to see from Halo Studios, the previous 343, and will the Unreal Engine 5 do what it needs to do?